All right, so I think we've gone from the first non-linear, well, binary choice of two different places to go to in whatever order to like one that has like 3 or 4 or something. They're like all around. You just kind of check what we want. Do I have any context for what they are necessarily? Gotta go put together our Godslayer blade.
There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes.
Only one way to find out.
Get closer. What can you see? Go to it. It's not safe.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn. And it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong. Where are we now?
There's a trick. There's... Oh my god, I spun around and the entire ritual stone mirror disappeared too. That's fun. That's a fun trick.
Inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death. Because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
So since they're sticking to the idea of this whole game being one continuous shot as much as they can, they used me staring into a mirror as a way of hiding the fact that they were loading a new environment. So that was like a secret loading screen. This game looks so great. And with the voices and so on. I love that it's just so deeply original in its presentation and its storytelling style. Like, it's just something different. It's got that vague, like, auteur-ish thing where it feels like it was a very deliberate creative vision that led to this game existing, as opposed to being another product made because a developer has to keep making products in order to keep its doors open and it has a deadline and so on. Not despite the people that are working because it's their job, but it's nice when just like the whole thing seems like it was someone's, it's just like there's an idea at the core of it and not just a mandate, which is what a lot of games feel like. Even a lot of good ones. Oh, that's creepy. Everything's got like this painter effect on it as it runs.
Who's there?
Hello? Oh, you can't see shit.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
I can see that room.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
He disappeared.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission.
I only got a tiny glimpse of the sparks disappearing. I guess that was him.
How could she lose him? How could she find him?
Right, because he was like dancing in like a spark form earlier. That's what drew us to the tree.
I'll find him.
Oh Oh man, are we gonna go full jump scare? Or just to atmosphere?
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Oh, that's the torch. So I went left, so I need to go right next. It's gonna be interesting trying to keep track of these forks.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Where is that? How is that torch already lit? I don't think I've gone this way.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Oh my god, it's looping. It's looping.
He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers and once again. I can hear him.
To find another way. There has to be another way.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Interesting. So the hallways are looping, so your only way of telling that they're looping is to light the torches.
It's not him. It's not him.
Because then you'll see, oh, I've been there before.
I told you it was a trick.
He doesn't sound happy.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian anymore.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him.
Maybe he's shapeshifting.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound
What's in
like
there?
What's in there?
What is it?
A secret room.
There are bars.
How do you get in there?
How does she get?
Maybe you can. That voice. It's not Dillian.
It's probably whatever the creature is that guards the shard of the stone. Oh, things are getting more and more warped. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Is it a minotaur? Is this a minotaur's maze?
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief had son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Oh. We finished it. No boss fight either.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going.
Feeling hints of her past. She feels a guilt about being herself at all, existing in the world. It's reinforced by her father.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy?
And on some level, the question is it abuse? Or is it the truth? Or both? Did he control her needlessly? Did her curse actually cause this? Is she even cursed, or is she simply psychotic? Like she has issues, and then something bad happened to her, and she blames herself because she thinks she's cursed.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's...
Whoa.
It feels wrong. It feels strange.
The other place maintained the illusion of still being the same island, but then a cave network that was crazy. I've got weird spots on my vision. So the other place maintained the strange other illusion of it being the same place, but now we're in some swamp.
It's too much. Turn back. There he is. Dilius.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air
Where's it
smells.
gone? Keep going.
How do you find it?
It's just a trial. It's just another test.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
We're not sinking, are we? There's a floor?
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. To the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that. Senua.
Oh, we're pulling all sorts of tricks, aren't we?
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. No, you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
I must have to get up high. There was like a trick where you line up all of the vision, all the elements of the broken thing, and they create the proper shape. That happened before. It doesn't really get old. It's a really trippy effect. I guess it's shallow here.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. That is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
How does one have a death moon? It's kind of a universal thing, isn't it? So how does it single out a location? Oh, that's really trippy to look at. I didn't realize that that's what they looked like. I thought it was a bunch of pieces of the broken thing, and the pieces of it were translucent. But no, it's a broken glass image of it, basically, where when you line it up, it looks normal like that. Each piece is like a fragment of broken glass that was part of the whole. That's trippy.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
Done. You succeeded.
Did they have glowing heads before? Was that there before? The skulls that are glowing? I'm not sure. I mean, I do want the opening to be here. There we go. I'm sure it'll work just fine. Oh. Well, I was right to think something creepy might happen. But the bridge held.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
Focus on the runes.
Focus the
Focus on the
runes.
symbols.
There was a Northman called Grettir, big, red-haired, immensely strong, but he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
Just reminds me of a genuinely distressing SCP character. Just this creature that doesn't do anything to you necessarily, but it just is always watching you. You'll always see it in mirrors and so on, just around you, staring at you. And it always gets a little closer.
What's that sound?
Dillian! They're coming for me!
It's too much. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. Why are you? What's that voice? It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian, go to him. He's trying to save you. There it is. Huh? It's close. It's
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Did I just die? Without even getting on fire? I did. I couldn't see. That's bizarre.
There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. Don't let it see you.
It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Ah.
Focus.
Shit.
Run now. Run. It's not safe here. Run.
What should I do?
Defend yourself. What is that creature?
You can't defend yourself.
It's Dillian. Find the creature.
A light.
Go towards it. Two more.
That's what's going on. So Dillian actually is helping me in the maze. Every time I find him, that's one of the glyphs.
You'll
There
burn.
it is. Move away.
Don't let it look quick.
You burn just from it seeing you.
One more to find. One more. One does.
Here I am worried about combat, and there's instant death scenarios. Shit. Shit. I gotta make my way back to the first one. Gotta follow any hints of light. Come on.
Where are you?
That's the first one I got. But I passed one. I didn't find it. I saw the glyphs glowing around me, but I couldn't see where the symbol was. Don't fight me, come on.
You've got them.
Okay.
Find it. Get out.
Go, 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 go.
Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Yes. Whew.
Senua!
Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Well, that was unnerving.
What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test.
So they took the monster. There's an ongoing trope in horror games of like a monster you can't look at, or you can't touch, or you can't fight. They take it to all these different extremes. A monster that the vanilla one is just one that you can't fight back against properly. It'll come after you and you have to run. But then there's ones where like even looking at it is bad for you, which is stuff that happens in things a bit in frictional games like Soma and Amnesia, The Dark Descent. This one went next level with like it seeing you is the problem. You need to run away from it so far that you don't even really end up in the same room as it. You can just see the burning coming, and you don't even get to see what it looks like. It's a formless thing. I have no idea what that creature was, only that it did bad to me the one time it caught up with me. It added more dark to my arm. I think this is the first time I got to actually see it move, besides the part where it took over my entire body and destroyed me.